Let's talk about data encapsulation for a moment. So data encapsulation is the idea of information being put into smaller and smaller containers to be transmitted across the internet. So let's say that we start out with something rather large. So we might have a really large file, okay? Something like a picture. Okay, so this is a digital picture. It might be rather large, a couple of megabytes of space, but we can only put so much into a frame. And so we talked about the 7-layer OSI model. The transport layer is what's going to be responsible for dividing this up into a bunch of pieces that can then fit into the other networking packages that we have. So layer 4 is going to go ahead and divide this up into segments. So I'll put layer 4 segments. Okay. Now at layer 3 we're going to have packets. Now a packet is going to take one of these segments. So we're going to have a packet here and we're going to put in one of those little segments. Okay. So this segment comes into my packet. Now my packet also adds on a little bit of header information, the IP addresses of the source and the destination, some other information about what type of packet it is, etc. Okay. Then that packet needs to go into a layer 2 frame. Okay. And so I'll have a frame here, and inside of my frame I get my packet. Okay. So this is my frame, and my frame also is going to have a little bit of header information. It's going to have the source MAC address, the destination MAC address, and some other information about that frame. But then it's finally going to be transported on the physical network as a frame. Okay. And so this is the idea of encapsulation, and you can kind of think of this as a package that we're sending in the mail. The frame might be the envelope that we actually put the addresses on, and maybe it's a big envelope, and then inside the envelope maybe we have another package that encloses an item that we're sending, or a piece of paper, just another layer to kind of wrap that up, or the packaging material around the actual item that we want to send. And then the segment is the actual item. But because each of these frames is a fixed size, the frame's a fixed size, the header's a fixed size, we've only got so much space here for a payload. Packets are also going to be fixed sized, and they are specifically sized to fit inside of the payload of the frame. We need to divide that large piece of information into a series of packets. So this is the idea of data encapsulation. Take a big piece of data, chunk it up into segments, put one of those segments inside of a packet, put a packet inside of a frame, transmit that frame in binary across the physical network so we can actually get information from one place to another.